Broadcasting live from the Black Hills of South Dakota, this is your news leader, the Rapid City Journal. Live now. Good afternoon and welcome to this episode of City Beat. I'm Nathan Thompson with the Rapid City Journal. This program is brought to you by the Journal Media Group as well as the City of Rapid City. And today we're going to be talking all about public works and what they really do here within the city. And to help us in explaining and telling everything that Public Works does for the citizens of Rapid City, we have Shannon Truax with the Public Works Department. Shannon, how are you today?
I am good. Thank you for having us over here.
Well, we're glad to have you, and thank you for taking the time. And Public Works really is a complex department. There's so many moving pieces, literally moving pieces within Public Works. So for those in our audience, and by the way, audience, if you want to during this broadcast, you can ask questions in the comments section, and as we get towards the end of the program, if we have enough time, we'll make sure that we ask some of those questions about Public Works. So fill out those comments and we'll be happy to get some of those questions answered for you. So Shannon, again, it's a huge department. So many working pieces as we were saying. Yes. So tell us a bit about what Public Works is and what you guys do.
So Public Works is actually 6 subdivisions that take care of all of the infrastructure that protects the health and safety and welfare of our community. So we maintain and operate the street and traffic signals. We provide clean water distribution, wastewater treatment, stormwater collection, garbage collection and disposal, and design and construction management of infrastructure projects. Plus, we also maintain the geographic information system. We have surveyors. We have a very diverse group of people working to keep Rapid City as a city running.
So we're talking about water management. We're talking about the folks who collect our trash and recycle products. We're talking about people who administer those street lights and all of that throughout Rapid City. How many folks actually are part of the Public Works Department?
So we actually have just over 260 employees, and that covers everybody from the guy who's driving a trash truck, engineers, water treatment operators, bus drivers for the rapid transit system, and then we have project administrators, and all the way up through to the Public Works Director, Dale Tech.
Mm-hmm. And so many hands in different areas of the city. And one of the reasons why we're talking about Public Works today is that actually next week is the National Public Works Week. Yes. So what does that entail?
So the American Public Works Association for the last 61 years has sponsored National Public Works Week to give public works departments across the country the opportunity to educate and energize their citizens about all of the ways they interact with public works throughout their day. And so we have some really fun things planned. I know the mayor will be issuing a proclamation on Monday declaring National Public Works Week in Rapid City. We will be sharing some facts and cool things about public works through our social media sites, and then we will be Public Works in the Square on Thursday. So from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. we will have some of our equipment there. We will have our staff. We'll have information about what we do, and people can actually come down, touch our trucks, learn what we're doing, meet the people who are doing it, and then at 2 p.m. we will be announcing the winners of the Name a Truck contest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so all 9 of our garbage trucks will be getting their own name. And we asked the public to, suggest some names for us. We got over 200 suggestions, which we were able to narrow down to 35. And then we asked the general public to go ahead and vote for those. And we've actually had more than 800 people vote.
Wow.
And we're narrowing in on our winners, and we will actually be announcing those names in the square at 2 p.m. next Thursday.
Well, I was looking at the polling on that. There's some pretty creative names out there. So
there are.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see which 9 out of the, you say 35 that were selected?
Yes.
That were whittled down. So it'll be interesting to see which of those 9 actually got selected for the name of truck. So that's going to be Public Works Day. You said next Thursday?
Yes,
so a week
Thursday,
from today.
May 20th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And that's
at
going to
Main
be
Street Square.
Yeah, wow, that's going to be a lot of fun for folks. And kids love to touch trucks and get in there. And so we talk about garbage trucks, but also street department. One of the things that as an Oklahoman, native Oklahoman moving to Rapid City, we get a lot of snow here. Lots and lots of snow. And I have been impressed with the way in which the city is able to go in and clear that snow and ice and nastiness as quickly as they do off the roads. Now, I know we probably get a lot of complaints about about that, but I tell you, comparing Rapid City to other areas across the country, you guys have the infrastructure there to take care of those streets. So talk about how many winter weather trucks do you guys have, and how that kind of process works. Now that we're in the summer, here we are talking about snow again. So so talk about winter weather a little bit, about how we respond to that.
Yeah, we actually have an entire fleet of vehicles. Our street department maintains more than 600 vehicles, not just for Public Works, but across the city. And they operate all of the plows and sanding trucks. A majority of them actually are dual use, so we run them as plows in the winter, and then in the summer we use them for other projects or pothole filling and things like that. But we have 16 snow routes that we run, more than 400 miles of streets that we maintain. So we actually run 2 crews. There is a crew that works overnights to sweep streets and keep them cleared of snow and treat them when there are less vehicles, and fill potholes at night when people aren't on the roads. So the guys in our street department, they work really hard to keep the roads functional for us.
Right. And that's a never-ending job.
Yes,
here at the city. So we do have, it looks like a friend of yours who is actually tuning in right now, Liberty Ann Leopold. I think I said her name correctly. She put some heart emojis on the screen, so she's obviously saying hi to you.
Yeah, that is actually my nephew's wife. We are very excited. We recently added her to our family.
Oh, so. Great. Well, Liberty, thank you so much for tuning in and giving your aunt a little bit of fun here on City Beat today. So other things here as well. We've talked about the street division. We talked about garbage. Engineering services. Now, that sounds very complex. So tell us a bit about what the engineering services for Public Works, what are they responsible for?
So engineering services is kind of broken into a couple of different subdivisions. We have the development review group, and they actually work with the community development program to look at the infrastructure that our developers are building when they're putting in new subdivisions or new industrial parks, to make sure that all of the pieces are functioning and they meet our criteria and our standards. Then we have the design group, and that is the group that actually works to design construction projects. And those are going to be like road reconstructions, replacing water or sewer mains, upgrades to stormwater systems. And they will actually shepherd that project all the way through until they award a contractor the bid to start construction. And then they hand it off to our construction group. And we have a team of inspectors who are out on all of those projects, watching to make sure that our design criteria are being met, our specifications are being met, and that we're getting a quality product that the citizens can be proud of and use going forward. Mm-hmm. And then also in engineering, we have our traffic operations, and those are the people who are out with street lights and traffic signals and stop signs and lane markings and things. And then geographic information systems, and that is our mapping.
Yeah.
And they have some really cool interactive maps out on our website that can anybody can get to. The Pennington County Outdoors to show what there is to do in this area. You can see construction updates on those maps. So we have some really cool things going on our website thanks to GIS.
Yeah. A great system, very intuitive, interactive. You can go down to your house, really, and see all the different areas of Rapid City. And as you said, those construction updates and all that, which we're all very much aware of. If we try, I said I wasn't going to bring it up, but we'll just kind of joke about it. That as we're trying to get from to and from West Rapid City, everybody who makes that trip every day, that's probably a pretty good resource as well.
Definitely.
So, and then Rapid Transit is also part of that. For a city the size of Rapid City, to have a fully operational transit system is just absolutely amazing. So talk a little bit about Rapid Transit as well.
So Rapid Transit actually has 3 different services they offer. There's the City View Trolley service that runs in the summer. And we're still not sure if we're going to be able to operate that with the current restrictions and environments through the Federal Transportation Administration. But we have been able to resume full services on our Rapid Ride and Dial-A-Ride. So Rapid Ride actually lets youth ride free. So anybody under the age of 18 can catch a ride on the bus at no charge, which helps a lot of people with getting their kids to and from school every day. And then Dial-A-Ride is the service that people with either any kind of disabilities or challenges can call and schedule a pickup to take them to a specific appointment that maybe isn't conveniently located on the Rapid Ride route. So they actually do about 400,000 passenger trips annually.
Wow, that's absolutely incredible, and what a great service to have as well. I know there were some limitations during the pandemic whenever it first came, and it's good to see things starting to get back to normal for those who rely upon that transportation. Another thing that we rely upon that we don't think about very often, but maybe we should, is opening up our tap and getting that clean water. So the water division as well, huge public service there. How many gallons per day does the water system do? I don't know if you know that or not, but
usage varies depending on the time of the year. Obviously, if people are watering their lawns or things like that, they're using more water. Annually, we treat and distribute about 3.6 billion gallons of water. And that runs through just miles and miles of underground piping. We actually have the 2 treatment plants, Jackson Springs and Mountain View. We have a facility out at the Pactola Dam to help control flows through Rapid Creek, where a lot of our water comes from. And then there are a lot of other little water pieces that go into it, but ultimately protecting our clean water and delivering that to our citizens so that they have it is our number one priority for that.
Right. Protecting our water, it's a noble goal, and making sure that we have a good, clean, sustainable supply of drinking water for the citizens of Rapid City.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
Again, Shannon, thank you so much for joining us today on this episode of City Beat. Remember, next week is actually National Public Works Week. The mayor will be making a proclamation on Monday, and then on Thursday, Bring the family out to Main Street Square, where you can interact with so many of the different aspects of Public Works.
Absolutely.
Shannon, thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you for tuning in to this episode of City Beat, brought to you by the Rapid City Journal and the City of Rapid City. I'm Nathan Thompson. We'll see you next time.